What's going on? It's Will McCraven coming to you another day with another video. Hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Make sure you click the notification bell so you receive a notification when we upload a video. Also, yeah, just get into this. I'm sure you probably can see the breath coming out of my mouth. Unfortunately, I've been out here long enough and my hands have gotten ashy. So, yeah, not gonna go back inside to do get some lotion for this, but in my garage and set this all up. So, I want to talk about this right here, mainly this 88 Yoeleo. Shout out to Yoeleo for these magnificent wheels. They are definitely a lot better than the previous wheels, and I told him I would do this review, considering the fact that out here in the Midwest, a lot of people know me as the 88 guy, and I had there are two other previous 88s. I like this one the best outside of the hub. The previous one I had, that hub was loud. I'm a loud hub type of guy. Riding in Chicago, some of those trails, and even when you're on the street, people, they don't get out of the way if you're yelling. But when I had that previous hub on, man, people, when they heard that thing, they literally got out of the way. So outside of the hub, I love everything about this new wheel. It's a lot more comfortable. It's faster for sure. It's definitely faster. It's lighter than the other two. And the biggest thing I love the most is the wind. So anytime I rode those other two, that crosswind would definitely hit. And I don't know what they did with these, but they definitely made it to where that crosswind does not kill you as bad. And I've ridden them. Anybody knows Chicago? Chicago's called a windy city, including over I'm Northwest Indiana too. So it right along that lake, all around Lake Michigan, that wind will just whip you to shreds. And especially when you ride further south of in Indiana and in Illinois, it's just open space area, so you just can't escape the wind at all. So these here definitely are a lot better in hitting the wind, man. It's great. That's the biggest thing, because a lot of times I find myself getting caught on rides after riding for so long, and then we hit that certain section, or even at the beginning, guys just they're not having to deal with the 88. A lot of the guys got 50s on their bikes, so yeah, I'm getting hammered in the wind with the previous bikes, or with the previous wheels, the 88 wheels. But I haven't rode this one with the group ride yet. I'm sure that's coming in the future. Like I said, this is this off season here, so I have noticed when I've ridden this bike, and we've had some 25-mile-an-hour winds, it is nowhere near as bad as the other two sets I've had. Actually, I think I have. And there's the one over there. Yeah, my other bike is sitting over there. So there's the one there, and then there's the one that was previous, and then yeah. So I had, this is now the fourth 88. So I've had 4 88 wheels from Yoeleo. As you can see here, this is this is SRAM, even though it's on my Ultegra group set. Unfortunately, my other 88, oh man, that was kind of had a bizarre moment with that. It's incapacitated currently right now. So I got my other 88s. They're all mainly with SRAM. So yeah, they definitely they were comfortable. I'll give them that. They were a comfortable ride. But even this one on my R21, Yoeleo, which is more geared towards a racing bike as opposed to the R12. It's more long distance, very comfortable bike. It definitely makes the bike more comfortable. And the other thing is the width is better on here. So these here on this bike, they're 30 tires. So these are GP 5000 S2Rs, and they're 30. When I had my man Mel check the width, they blew up to almost 32. On my other ones, those are like a size, it's the opposite. So I had 35s, GP 5000s on there. When I measured them, they turned out to be 33. The same thing with the other ones. They were like almost 2 sizes down from the actual tire that I bought. Except for the 28s. The 28s actually were 28s. But 30 on up, no, it didn't do it that way. But yeah, these right here will blow up practically twice the size. And unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to go another size on here because, well, I may be able to go 32. No, actually, no, I won't be able to go 32. I could go 32 on these. I'm just not going to go 32 on these because my R21 does not, I think 33 is the max. Yeah, 33 is the max. If I put a 34 in there, it's going to rub against the frame, and I don't want all that. But yeah, I got the 30s on here specifically because I may rotate these wheels out for my R21 and the R12 and my other bike if I take that out too. So yeah, these are definitely great. Yoeleo did their job. They did a good job on these. They did their thing. Very comfortable. You still get the speed. Yeah, actually, it's a bit faster, like I said. This bike here, I rode it on this bike, and I basically set this bike up to be more comfortable. This was the original one that I have ended up getting. Well, the first bike I ordered from them. I ended up getting more, of course. But I set this one up to be comfortable, and I guess the training that I've been doing is paying off. And man, I'm standing. It took me a minute just to get this video started because I'm exhausted from yesterday. I did the training, and then I did a content ride, which is probably going to be some of the videos from this. And yeah, I was knocking out the speed on this bike, and my R21 is faster than this bike. So I'm definitely looking forward to the season, and it gets actually warmer here, so I can really push it. But meantime, I'm gonna keep training. But yeah, if you're looking for a fast wheel at a good price, this is it. Yeah, this is it. This is definitely it. Yeah, you're gonna get your bang for your buck with this wheel. It's comfortable, and it's fast, and it's lighter than the original ones. Yeah, the original ones were, from what I remember, maybe 100 grams heavier for these. I think it's at least 100 grams heavier. So it's definitely lighter. It's definitely faster. You get more tire with these wheels as opposed to the previous ones. And yeah, shout out to Yoeleo. Much appreciated. As far as these wheels go, you guys doing your thing on the wheels, making them better, more reliable for the consumer. The only thing I don't like about 88 is nothing against Yoeleo, but stem, man. It's the valve stem. I've replaced a bunch of valve stems, considering the fact that you get it in there with the pumps rather. CO2s, you can get away with them, but I make sure now I keep an additional amount of CO2s. But I've broken a lot of valve stems, at least about 5, and at least I'd say twice it happened on where I was somewhere. One with my guy Moritz. That sucked. We didn't even get started good. Caught a flat, fixed it, But then something wasn't right and the valve stem broke, so we didn't even get to ride that day. And then the other time was I was at work on the gig, and I had to actually use a coworker's bike. They let me use their bike to ride to go find. That was a Sunday. Everyone was closed except like 2-3 shops, and had to go way away. And man, her bike was a tank. It definitely made me appreciate my Yoeleos. But yeah, this wheel is great. It kind of makes me want to contact them. I probably won't do it no time soon, but maybe closer to the season. But contact them about a front 88, considering the fact that, yeah, when I got into this game, a lot of guys were like, "Hey, if you're gonna run a big wheel in the back, you better run a smaller one, just so you have that good stability." But the fact that this thing is cutting through the crosswind kind of makes me want to see what the front is going to be like. So yeah, Yoeleo, I am going to contact you all to see about a front 88, just so I can see how this actually cuts through and rides with the 88 in the front. But man, oh man, these set of wheels have definitely become my favorite out of all of the Yoeleos that they have. I'm still going to ride my other ones. The ones that's currently on the bike that looks like this one that you saw in there, there's a difference. This bike and the other white bike that you saw, if you were paying attention, is different. The other one has Panda stickers on it, and it's also SRAM. So those wheels are more likely to stay on there. These wheels will probably end up being on my R21, and I may put the 50, and then I do have a 60 with them. I may end up putting that on my other bike, but as for the most part, considering the fact that R21 is faster, yeah, these would definitely be on the R21. But if you don't ride Yoeleo bike, and you ride anything that's got some speed to it and a move, yeah, these get the job done, man. They most definitely get the job done. If you're riding one of those SL8s, trying to think, was it Evo? I can't even remember. But yeah, you're riding Cannondale, Canyon, Giant, Scott, Foil, Addict. Yeah, these will definitely get the job done. If you just want these as a backup wheel for wherever it is you have, yeah, this 88 is definitely hitting. So with that being said, hit that like, hit that share, and subscribe button. As y'all out there riding, be safe. Make sure you looking before you cut over. Saw quite a few videos in the last couple months where guys they didn't look, and even though they had the right of way, got smacked by a guy who just didn't care. But yeah, with that being said, man, y'all be safe out here, man. Yeah, much love. Shout out to Yoeleo.